Diana Davis and Gleb Smolkin, known to Russian figure skating spectators, continue their successful journey after outstanding performances at the Beijing Olympics and European Championships. This time they traveled to Lithuania to assert their skills at the European Championships. The new season brings a change for Diana and Gleb as they start with a clean slate. This season they changed their coach and sporting citizenship, now representing Georgia. The tournament in Kaunas was the first significant competition for them in their new status, causing the skaters serious anxiety before the short program. Davis and Smolkin impressed the audience with their performance to the music of Michael Jackson. Despite an initial lack of rhythm, they warmed up by the middle of the routine, presenting an emotional final section that impressed the audience. From a technical point of view, their performance was excellent, maximum level 4 on the twizzles, level 3 on the dance pattern, slight losses on the parallel step track, but still the skaters from Georgia received an impressive 76.33 points. They were in the lead until the Czech duo of Tashlerova and Tashler, who surpassed their result. While the main competitors from France and Finland were waiting for their turn, Loparev and Brusseau performed well, receiving high scores. Brits Furr and Gibson presented an energetic number to Sweet Dreams and impressed both technically and artistically, earning a score of 85.20. But the gold so far remained in the hands of Italian duo Guignard and Fabri, whose quality performance with fourth levels on almost all elements earned them a first intermediate place with 86.80 points. Lithuanians Reed and Ambrulavicius finished the short program with a rock number, earning 80.73 points and closing the ice dance tournament in their home arena. Diane Davis and Gleb Smolkin spoke out after their performance in the rhythm dance. Smolkin: "We are very happy to perform at the European Championships again. The season did not start in the smoothest way for us, we missed the competition season. We didn't expect it to be so difficult, there were some silly mistakes and we were much more nervous than usual." Davis: "Yes, the nerves are still more present than before. Despite the fact that we have experience of big international tournaments, we were at the European Championships and the Olympics, now it feels like we are starting from scratch." Smolkin: "We are satisfied with today's skating, according to estimates it is almost the best result of the season. In general, it's great to get such scores in rhythm dance at the European Championships. I don't know what the other duets scores will be, but we are happy. Everything worked out today. We feel that now we are in the best shape since the beginning of the season, which is logical, we have to be ready for the European Championships. I was very nervous at the beginning of the program, my legs shook at some point. But then I said to myself I have no right to make a mistake and pulled myself together. Our main goal for this tournament is to remember what it's like to compete at such big tournaments. We didn't qualify for the Grand Prix series, and yes, we played in challenger tournaments, but this is different. We also want to show what we can do. That we can do more than we have been able to show so far." Ekaterina Bobrova commented on the rolling of the duet of Diana Davis and Gleb Smolkin with rhythm dance at the European Championships, 2024. The athletes received 76.33 points. "I hope that the guys will be closer to the top 5. Now it was a completely different level. What I would like to note, a very strong Georgian national team we are going to have. They will be very competitive at the Olympics in the team tournament. The guys are good, they changed their costumes, I like these costumes better than the previous ones, they look lighter. Quite a stylish program, it suits them well. I am very pleased with the big pluses from the judges. It means that the second grade will be quite decent. The levels are also good. 76.33 points, a score with which you can fight for a very high place at the European Championships. Probably not for the top 3, but it's not bad to settle down in this variant, playing for Georgia," Bobrova said. After the women's short program, the current European champion is in third place, behind Belgians Luna Hendricks and Nina Pinzerone. Anastasia received only 68.96 for her rolling, which is almost 8 points less than last year. Despite the lack of gross errors, there were some problems on the final rotation and the step track also did not get the maximum level. In contrast to Gubanova, her main competitor Luna Hendricks, having committed an underspin in the triple Lutz, triple tool-up cascade, received fewer negative marks from the judges. It is noticeable that some skaters are forgiven for mistakes, while others are given lower scores for minor faults. Despite the title of the main start, the scores for Gubanova are still low in the subjective evaluation of components and allowances. In contrast, even with a gross error in the short program, Frenchman Adam Chauhem-Fa was placed in an intermediate first place. Already at the end of last season, it became clear that Gubanova would not be forgiven for winning the European Championships. The scores stopped going up, and this season they are even lower, despite the lack of degradation in her skating and jumping technique. This clearly looks like a deliberate manipulation. Spectators who are used to unfair judging at minor competitions are stunned to see this at the main start of the season. With so much depending on the judges in figure skating, it becomes difficult to find motivation under such circumstances. Alexander Galyamov compared the scores of the European champions in pairs skating with an anecdote. The day before, the Italian pair Lucrezia Beccari, Matteo Gurais won the European Championships and Kaunas with 199.19 points. The Russians did not participate in the tournament. Read an anecdote from this morning, but I didn't understand anything. 199,19. What would it mean? Wrote Galyamov in his Telegram channel. In December, Galyamov paired with Anastasia Messina to win the Russian championship. They received 244.85 points. Ekaterina Kurakova said she will continue to work hard. The Polish figure skater took 25th place at the European Championships and did not qualify for the free skating program. I tried my best, unfortunately it didn't work today. But this is sport. Unfortunately, these things happen. There is no choice, I can't give up. I'm going to keep working hard. What happened is sad, but it's also part of the job. It will either break me or I will get stronger, there are no other options. I really appreciate the support of the public, it's because of you that I skate. I'm grateful to everyone who came here. I'm sorry that I didn't skate very well today. I did everything I could, it didn't work out, but I'll be fine, Kurakova said. Alexei Mishin spoke about the possible return of Elizaveta Tuktamasheva. The world figure skating champion suspended her career in October. Today she was included in the preliminary lineup of the Russian Jumping Championships, which will be held on January 19 to 21. The question of Tuktamasheva's return is very serious and reasonable. Of course, it has to do with me as well, but the most direct one is to Liza. It is better to ask it to her. If we talk about her form, in the show Shakarazada's Love Story she looked brilliant. She has just finished her performances, other parameters of her condition have not been tested. Will she surprise with a quadruple tool-up at the Russian Jumping Championships? We didn't try other elements because she performed in 3 shows a day, merited coach of Russia Mishin said. Elizaveta Tuktamasheva wrote that she began preparations for the jumping tournament. News from the life of Lisa Tuktamasheva. I came again to the Yubileyny, but no longer for the show, but for training. Yesterday the New Year's fairy tales ended, and today I'm already here, going to skate. To recover the triple axel. I'm determined, I hope I will succeed, wrote Tuktamasheva in social networks. Alexei Mishin believes that the world champion of 2015 Elizaveta Tuktamasheva will be difficult to return the triple axel. For Lisa, everything is possible. But the task is difficult, Mishin said.